come with your goons, I'm bringing my gang. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah. Put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey, coach, put me in the game. Yeah. Yeah.
Welcome to the camp.
Hold up. It ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, it's an AFC North matchup between the Baltimore Ravens and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Two hard-hitting blue-collar franchises, one of the better rivalries going. The Ravens and Steelers are underway. Gunnar Olszewski bringing it out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Harris starts the drive on the ground. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down. Pickett back to throw. His throw incomplete.
It'd be interesting to see what he decides to do the next time he's in the position we just saw there. Outside of the pocket, takes a throw downfield, it turns up incomplete. I wonder if next time he might take off and run.
Throwing on third down. Here's Pickett. And that is incomplete.
That was their first third down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 24. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
And that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Now Pickett. Harris has it over the middle. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. He's got good size. We know he's tough to bring down running the ball. That also carries over to the passing game like we saw there.
And at his size, how'd you like to try and stop him on that angle route? Him coming out of the backfield, breaking sharply, catching the football. It's going to take a lot more than one guy most likely to bring him down. That was a nice game.
First down, and they go back to Harris. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Pickett. Had his hands on it, but dropped it. The rookie making a little bit of a rookie mistake. 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. So Pickett is off to the sideline, and Chris Boswell is on for the Steeler field goal try. Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball away, that's the first thing the coach tells his defense. Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Jackson. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by DeMonte Kazin. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Pickett now from the gun here. It's brought in by Harris. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch.
Second quarter action from Pittsburgh. It is the Steelers in control of the football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Pickett. He'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Pickett sets up play action. And he's going to have to eat this this one is down he goes. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. 5 yards gets him back near the original line of scrimmage as he'll be left with a 3rd and long.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Here's Pickett. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. He's got Claypool for a Steeler touchdown. Chase Claypool, 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked up that pass?
A free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw on 2nd and 10. Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by a Keller Witherspoon. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6. Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Duvernay now going to bring it out. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Ravens.
That was a special return, and it happened Because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times where they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
You're exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. But the way the game's being played now, this is just part of what they do, so I don't think they should change anything at all. They've been dominant. Keep throwing it around.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a first down carry for Harris.
And he'll be taken down at about the 45.
Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning.
Second and 6. Working out of the gun, it's Pickett.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a first down.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another first down.
Pickett now on first down.
He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
Pickett right back to the air again.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Going for it on 4th down. Here's Pickett.
Oh, the ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
And the Ravens are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
The throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
He's got room at the 30. Still going.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd.
Pickett will look to throw it here.
Looking for Austin, intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off.
And Brandon, how many times have we talked to these rookies out there, and then we finally hear from them that the game slowed down and they're able to handle things? Not so far for this rookie, because right now, back-to-back drives, they picked him off. Not college football anymore. He's got to find a way to handle what these defenses throw at him.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash mark, this a 43-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. Duvernay now going to bring it out. And this return will net positive. The 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And he'll go right back to Andrews.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And he'll get in. Touchdown. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Ravens are an extra point away from drawing level. Tucker with the extra point, and that will tie us at 24. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Olszewski going to hold on to this one. Touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Now on 2nd and 13. Pickett fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And 3rd and 8 now. From the gun, here's Pickett. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. Now Pickett on 4th down. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he is going to have the Steelers' first. Wind up with a gain of 11 there on 4th down.
And the Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Let's go.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Meanwhile, Pickett's throw there hauled in by Claypool. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. 1st and 10, here's Pickett. Being chased out left. Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. But it's intercepted. They got Pickett for the 3rd time in this game. And the Ravensons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. He was pretty good a year ago in college, getting outside of the pocket and making plays, but it's a different story here in the NFL.
Well, in college, when he broke out of the pocket, his receivers often knew what to do in a scramble drill. And defenders weren't quite as adept at that. In the NFL, they work on that as well. They realize once he's out of the pocket, you can knock a receiver down. You can take him out of the play that way. You can make sure you hunt him up and make sure that you have him covered downfield. They do a much better job of it. He's got to learn that the speed has changed on this level.
And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7.
And that was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Open man is Duvernay. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is incomplete.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
Jackson going to run again.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, we've certainly seen this before, CD. No one can quite electrify a crowd like Lamar Jackson, and really don't know what else to say other than that was special right there.
I think you pretty much said it all, but I go back to what you said about electrifying a crowd. He's also electrifying us, and we're calling the game. This guy is simply sensational.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
As this offense takes the field again, CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
They run the play fake. Here's Pickett. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
On the give, this is Harris. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Steelers on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Pickett back to throw.
He finds his man, complete. It's Harris. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first.
Pickett, 4th down, desperation time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They go play action now. Jackson. A quick throw, but incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And Jackson taps this forward. Jet sweep. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. He needed 2, but he doesn't come anywhere close. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. They'll start the drive with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. They run again with Harris. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking to throw. Pickett. Pass complete. George Pickens with it.
And he's going to get this inside the 30.
To the air on first down with Pickett.
And my goodness, another interception.
Picked off by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens are going to have it here just past the 25.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
Well, that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the 4th. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Play action. Now Jackson.
And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
This a very important drive, and that incompletion leads to a very important 3rd down here if they're going to try and get the football back.
Yeah, getting it back, absolutely crucial to their chances to try and win this game. I would expect a lot of pressure here. They can't afford to let them continue to get first downs and eat away at the clock.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. Now back to throw. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And they move this all the way down to the 9. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal.
One more time with Dobbins.
call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
I'm assuming they're keeping this football on the ground, right?
I would think so because you're looking at the clock. That's in your favor. Look at the geography of the field, right? Where you are, that's in your favor as well. Keep it on the ground. Keep pounding. Run that clock down. You got everything working in your direction.
On 3rd and goal, they're going to run the option.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Steelers use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Pickett to throw. That's to Freiermuth.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. He's got Claypool.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
Now Pickett.
And a loose football. Unfortunately, he's able to recover himself, but the clock's still rolling here. Now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here's Pickett.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight in. 3rd and 10.
One final shot for Pickett.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Marcus Williams.
And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.